I guess.
All right.
Tell me when.
Here we go.
All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Sin Cal Studios. Bueller, Dennis, and a brand new Dodge. Jeremy from Sin Cal joining us today. Dodge is out on family business. Of course, we got a lot to go over news-wise. We have the fights from last week to go over, UFC 221, and some fights happening this weekend. So without any further ado, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into it, yeah?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. John Jones, apparently he could fight as early as this year, according to inside sources. I don't see that happening.
I need somebody to show me the Common Core math on this.
Oh, well, we can show you some Common Core math, all right. It's just going to be a bunch of empty boxes and lines through it that don't make any fucking sense in hieroglyphics.
I mean, how does, even if he gets time served, I mean, weren't we looking at a 2 or 4 year suspension this time?
It was a 4-year suspension, and that was at UFC 214 that he popped.
Right.
But I guess, I don't know if it was his lawyer or his manager that was arguing that they could be able to get it down to him fighting sometime this year.
Yeah. But still, that's not 4 years.
No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not even close to 4 years. But they like to wheel and deal, man. They wheel and deal on that stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
So he has his hearing for the CSAC coming up on February 27th. It's happening in Anaheim. So it's what? That's like next week after next.
Okay.
Week after next, they're going to go in, and then I'm sure, depending on what that says, because that's probably what his lawyer is doing, is saying that he wants to argue it down. They want a plea bargain or whatever, and then eventually they can come to a time where it's not going to be, guarantee you won't be the full 4 years. They're going to argue it down to whatever. And then whatever, hopefully what his lawyer wants is to end up with a fight sometime in 2018. Maybe he gets 2.5 years. Maybe he gets 3, but he's not going to get the full 4 years.
But
That's
this is
my
definitely
opinion.
his second time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did he contest the old ones as like tainted? Or was he saying, look, I fucked up twice?
Well, the old one was boner pills.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he came straight out.
Pills.
He
Yeah,
just,
you're right.
It's just almost admittance. What do you call that? No contest? I plead no contest.
Basically no contest. And this one he's saying he wasn't using, but I mean, we've all seen the stuff that Jones has gone through. It's kind of hard. You got to take each case individually. I understand that,
Yeah.
innocent until proven guilty kind of stuff. But when you're a repeat offender, not just with, a tainted supplement, but also with other supplements outside of fighting, you kind of got to wonder, is it really an accident? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And that's what it's up to the CSAC to figure that one out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know, man. Shady ass Hillary Clinton. The reason I didn't vote for her because she's shady ass Hillary Clinton. Shady ass John Jones. I don't want him fucking fighting. Like, what's he gonna do? Do it again?
The problem with is the thing is that John Jones, like, how do you feel if you're Daniel Cormier and you basically just get your
How do you feel if you're Anderson
handed
Silva?
back to you?
How do you feel if you're Anderson Silva? I mean, everybody's bastardizing Anderson Silva. They're like, no way. This is the third time. You're dirty. Get out of here.
Right.
But we're sitting here trying to fight for John Jones.
I'm not fighting for John Jones. I think he's
You're
dirty
totally
as hell, too.
fighting for John Jones.
No,
Here's
no.
his sack.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah,
So
I
DC,
get it.
DC gets beat by John Jones, a dirty John Jones, but at the time we don't know he's a dirty John Jones. DC gets his belt taken away from him because he got knocked out. And then Dana White goes, oops, sorry, here's your belt back.
Right.
But everybody just saw you get knocked out. So in the hearts and minds of all the children that watch MMA,
But he got knocked
you
out
still got
by-
beat by John Jones.
Yeah, that's not your belt.
But that's not what people see. People don't see that.
You got beat
No,
by
when people saw Barry Bonds break the home run record, they didn't see steroids. They saw Barry Bonds
Oh
break
no,
the home run.
we saw steroids coming when the Bash Brothers came in.
Well, yeah, but that's not what they think about. They just said they saw the home runs. They saw that happen.
Yeah, right.
And while
And those numbers are still there. They just got an asterisk.
they just got an asterisk by it. Exactly. And that's what John Jones is going to have. He's going to have an asterisk, but that's got to be difficult for Daniel Cormier, who's like, I beat everybody. He beat Volkan Ozdemir here. I think if DC can beat Stipe Miocic, then he can be like, fuck it, fuck John Jones. I'm not even worried about it.
Hell yeah.
But if he can't beat Stipe Miocic, he's always going to have that monkey on his back, so to speak, because he couldn't beat John Jones.
Well, he
drugged up John Jones.
right? He didn't beat
Still,
Gustafson,
mentally, I
right?
don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
He lost to Gustafson, didn't he?
Daniel Cormier?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Dodge. I don't know that one.
All right. He'll chime in after. He'll tell us how wrong we were.
Yeah, that's what happened last
Look
time.
at the
he wasn't here.
comments.
Yeah, last time he wasn't here, he told us all the kinds of shit that we did wrong. A couple of Russian fighters that tested positive back in 2016 are now finally being formally charged for anti-doping violation by USADA. So they're Russian fighters, both Russian, shocker.
So
Both
you're
Russian athletes. Like,
Yeah.
Putin's just drugging everybody
Right?
over there.
Hey, the only Americans I know who have been on steroids ordered them from Russia. Straight up. So, you
fuck,
tell me.
that's collusion.
Yeah, they get that shit out with their government cheese, man.
They put it in the cheese?
They put it in the cheese.
Sneak it in
Yeah,
there.
here's some cheese steroids and
So
steroid cheese.
you were saying
arm
earlier, even though one of them has popped more than once, they're still going to go back to the earliest.
I believe that's what I read. Is that like they're going back to the first instance because
The first failure?
he had screwed up. and then screwed up again before they told him, hey, that was bad in the first place. So what
So he thought he was getting away with it. Oh, they didn't catch that one. I'll do it again.
So what I was reading is they just said, hey, look, we're going all the way back to the first time you screwed up. We're going to make it a 2-year thing. Go ahead and fight at the end of 2018. So they're getting told in 2018, look, bro, you got a 2-year suspension. You were dirty. You were bad. Don't even trip on it. Time served. Go ahead. Okay, in the prison system, yeah, we can't put everyone in there. It's physically only so big. In this, I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Well, no. What I think okay, now that you're explaining it that way, what I think it is these guys didn't, with USADA coming in at that time, a lot of these guys didn't know what they were doing. I mean, they knew it was a PED of some sort.
Yeah.
But I don't think that everybody understood what they were doing was illegal.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It goes back to shady ass Hillary Clinton. I think the key is if you're shady as fuck, you're shady as fuck. Like, I can't tell you now, man. Like, I knew I was breaking into your house, but hell, I didn't know you were home, and so like, no, fuck that. Like,
No, that's what it sounds like to me. Like if he pissed dirty one time but wasn't told, he thought he got away with this, so he went back and did it again because he's like, oh, I didn't get caught for that supplement.
Yeah.
I'm looking here, man. No, he didn't lose to
I would be the swinging the axe, man. I would personally be the guy who said, hey, what the fuck? There's people in this sport who love this sport for what it is, the purity of this sport. You're fucking it all up. You're looking like shit. Get the fuck out of here. That'd be me.
I guess you can't, but I guess you can't. It's not double jeopardy because the thing is, you only can get the 4 years if you already got busted for the first offense, and he wasn't busted for the first.
Oh,
offense.
he hasn't been busted
Right,
yet.
right,
Okay.
So that's why he's not getting the 4 years. So it's Ruslan Magomedov and Zubaira Tukagov.
It certainly is.
That's hella why I called it the two
The
Russians.
two Russian dudes. Those are who we're looking at. Magomedov is 31 and Tukagov is 27.
And remember, if you have a problem with the pronunciation,
We always do.
we stay at 0 days.
Moving on from
of
there.
mispronounced names.
Yeah, 0 days. We're gonna fuck something up really bad today.
Every damn time.
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are going at it on Instagram. We had Floyd Mayweather put out a picture, a digital picture of him giving an elbow to Conor McGregor,
Seen it?
saying, or what did it say? Certified killer versus certified bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah. And
with
so-
some Photoshop.
With some serious.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I photoshopped that and called you a bitch? You could come to me and be like, what the fuck, dude? You're an idiot.
Right,
like,
right.
straight up.
You know this isn't really you hitting
Right?
me, right?
This never happened,
Never
right?
really-
Yeah.
This isn't a real life
Can we
thing.
agree? I'm not a bitch because this isn't
Yeah.
real.
Was this a video game you played? I don't understand. Was this
Yeah.
a dream you had? What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on here?
So 1 million people in the Central Valley uploaded the last picture, which is real and not photoshopped. Which
Yeah,
is
so it made the rounds. What happened was then Conor McGregor uploaded a picture of him actually elbowing Nate Diaz.
why do you have to bring Nate in it?
Right, poor Nate. He's like, what the
Because
fuck?
he's like going through his pictures trying to find an elbow somewhere. He's like,
Yeah.
I know I elbowed somebody somewhere.
I had to
Somebody
have
find me an
landed one of
elbow.
these.
Yeah.
I know I talk a lot of shit, but every once in a while I fight. Like, it's got to be here somewhere.
Somebody find me a goddamn picture of me elbowing somebody. Fuck it, Nate Diaz, let's go. And Nate Diaz hasn't fought since he fought Conor McGregor, and of course that made the rounds because it was an answer to Mayweather, but he brought Diaz in on it. So then Diaz put a picture up himself of him in mount over Conor McGregor, raining blows down on him, and I don't know. I don't know what he wrote because I can't find that, but he wrote something. Oh, he said, "Kill in a real war" is what he said.
Yeah, killer in the real world.
Yeah. I want to see them fight again. This is hyping me up for it. So I don't know what's going on.
Mayweather?
No, I want to see
I was
Diaz.
going to
and
say,
yeah,
bro, that
McGregor.
was the most hyped up bullshit. I hated the whole
No,
idea.
Well, and that's what they're hyping it up again.
Yeah,
for the octagon.
because literally,
Yeah.
this is what they want. They want to see a 40-year-old man who's never wrestled, kicked, or submitted anybody ever in his life to get into a cage with a guy who's an MMA champion.
Yeah.
Okay, but also because Conor McGregor played his game, it's only fair.
No,
If I
it's-
told him, bro,
no,
we're gonna
it's-
go
no,
one-on-one,
it's not.
you pick a game, I pick a game, and he plays fucking jacks. That's his
But
game. My game is I punch you and elbow you in the fucking mouth.
But,
Like,
but listen. In my game, I practice your sport. In
Okay.
your game, you never even practice my sport.
so don't run your mouth.
So this is what should happen because I wouldn't mind at all if Floyd Mayweather got beat up by Conor McGregor.
Would
It
not
wouldn't bother
mind
me
it.
as
Would
long
not.
as Nate Diaz got to come in the ring immediately afterwards and then beat the shit out of Conor McGregor.
Hell yeah, I'm
Then
down.
I'm fine with that.
I'm down.
So basically, this is a 50 cal against a fucking crossbow.
But if the crossbow's
At a
talking
mile
shit,
and a
then
half.
that's on the
At a
crossbow.
mile and a half.
That's on the crossbow. You know
Weird
what I'm
fucking
saying?
analogies, man.
If you got the option, don't be the crossbow
No,
running your mouth.
all this is Floyd Mayweather got a taste of that fucking money on that
Yeah,
McGregor
exactly.
fight.
Yeah, they want to take our
Exactly.
money.
And so
They
he
want
wants
your
more
money.
money. He's like, fuck, man, I actually did make some cash off of that. You know what? Let's at least build this fight up between us. And if it never happens, they can still get some marketing money out of it. He's getting paid by what, the Patty
I like-
Patty bets?
Who made
Yeah,
more, Floyd
whatever.
or the government on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I like? I like the one that's been circulating that CM Punk's going to be his tune-up fight.
And that's
Heard
the
about
thing
that.
too. That's the link that I was missing where I doubled up on a link.
Yeah.
Is that CM Punk actually has better odds at winning against McGregor or Mayweather than Mayweather against CM Punk, and the internet's pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Because apparently Vegas is saying that CM Punk is favored in that because of the wrestling, because of the MMA training,
Yeah.
because of all that stuff. All he has to do is pick up little Mayweather
Again,
dip him.
but because CM Punk in his sport has wrestled people.
Yeah.
He has submitted people.
They're athletic as fuck.
Yeah.
All he would just need in that fight. I kind of agree with the odds. If when they say let's get it on, if he just runs straight across the ring and goes for a fucking double leg,
Yeah.
and then Mayweather's on his back.
How many times in boxing has Mayweather ever been on his back? Never.
But I mean, we've already seen this fight. When Randy Couture fought James Toney, it was sad. I mean, they boxed for a little bit, and then fucking Couture's like, all right, to the ground.
Then dipped him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing is that if they had CM Punk do that, he couldn't take any chances. You can't box even a little. You can't box even a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you suck as a fighter anyway.
Bro, you got one fucking shot at this.
You got one shot.
You could be glorious, bro.
Right.
Everyone gets that one time.
This is your time to shine.
Right.
If you go out there and test your chin against Mayweather,
Right? Don't do it.
You're
Like
gonna
Mike
be fucking homeless. Your landlord will kick you out.
Oh, yeah, because I never even thought Mayweather in MMA gloves, his punch might actually be something.
Yeah. Just duck all the way down to his ankles.
Even a fucking jab and
Yeah.
Mayweather jab.
What's Mike Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah,
So don't
right?
get punched in the face and keep your plan.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
Hell yeah.
Moving on from there, Khabib Nurmagomedov. There we go. Back to zero.
Back to zero.
Nurmagomedov. He says Conor McGregor is probably never coming back to mixed martial arts because he's making too much money with the boxing promotion. But the cool thing here
Thanks
is
for ruining our sport, Dick.
yeah, seriously, take your belt and go home, asshole. We do have Tony Ferguson and Khabib are definitely fighting at UFC 223 on April 7th. So that's cool. I mean, I know we've talked about that, and we had the Holloway injury and all that stuff.
But it still hasn't happened. Both these guys have fallen out of fights. Both these guys have had problems.
Ferguson hasn't fallen out of fights like fucking Khabib has.
I know, but but it has happened.
Has we checked the
Anything
calendar?
can happen.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Did they bother to check the calendar for any holidays that he might be involved in at that point in time?
Yeah, something.
Can we ban tiramisu wherever the fuck he's at?
No cheesecake. That's basically what it is,
Yeah.
right? Isn't it just like a
Tiramisu?
cheesecake?
No, tiramisu is way lighter than cheesecake.
Is it?
With the crackers on it. You know Superbad? You remember Superbad? He makes
No.
it in the front, or the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
home ec.
It's good.
Tiramisu?
No.
No?
It's good. It's light, fluffy.
I'm gonna have to go back.
It's got like a coffee.
I'm gonna use my Netflix.
Do it. Fucking McLovin. over there?
McLovin?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know who it is. I just didn't pay attention enough to
should've
know
paid
it was
attention.
tiramisu. I'm sorry.
That was a great tiramisu.
Watch it again, man. We'll forgive you.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Moving on from there, one championship launches. It's a global kickboxing league.
This is after they announced their contender series.
That's a guy who never wants to work retail right there.
What are you talking about? He doesn't know why he can't get hired.
Right? I don't know, Mom.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And it sucks because people can't see what we're joking about.
That's a
And I
solid-
can't believe that a guy who runs a tattoo shop's making that joke with us.
It's a pretty solid life choice. You know you're not going to work retail when you get a fucking shield over your forehead.
That's true.
It's just one eye. He
Face
looks like a fucking
tattoos.
cyborg. Do you when someone asks for a face tattoo? Do you have like a small counseling session?
Always, dude.
Always?
Always.
Do you tell them, do you want to work up front or do you want to work in the back?
Right? Do you like people?
You're making that life
or
choice
you
right now.
don't like people? We had one guy come in, he got like a square, a circle, a triangle, all these like shapes up his head.
Is it a
with
fucking
mohawk.
PlayStation controller?
It was back before that, so I don't think it was. But yeah, he definitely now is getting the PlayStation jokes for sure.
Yeah. Or he works at maybe like a kinder care.
Yeah,
Right? Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
There's the janitor, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and all the kids love him. I love PlayStation Head. PlayStation Head's coming today.
Use the J word. That's our word. Custodian.
He's the kid's favorite custodian because of the PlayStation Head, man. I'm telling you right now. They got another one with just a giant fucking X across his head. They got
Right.
Xbox and PlayStation, and they fight at recess.
Hell yes. Hell
It's
yes.
fucking fantastic.
Let's get this going.
So we're just not going to talk about this kickboxing thing.
I'm excited for. I like any startup that's not the UFC. I kind of.
This really isn't a startup. One is huge.
Okay, no, I feel you.
In
I
their
feel
country.
You. I also think that like the UFC is like the NFL. I love football. I hate the NFL. I love fighting. I did my whole life. I hate the UFC. I think a lot of structure that involves structure around money and making money is going to always shit on the sport first and glorify money. So any of these where people can say, hey, you know what, fuck you, dude, there is Bellator, or hey, there is this, or there is this.
That's what I was going to say. This is an interesting move because Bellator already has the kickboxing aspect for their sport.
And the cool thing is with One and Bellator, they might actually be more apt to fight their two champions against each other than because Bellator has wanted to fight their champion against the UFC champion.
Yeah.
And Dana and all those guys are like, no, fuck no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they believe it's a chance.
Roger
It's a
Goodell,
chance.
like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a chance of damaging their brand. And even Goodell and all those guys, at least they took the chance with NFL Europe. You know?
Yeah, but could you imagine if Goodell agreed to send like an NFL team to go play in the CFL or the AFL or whatever, and had a chance of them actually losing? Like,
No,
you wanna
it
fuck
would.
your brand
Yeah,
up.
it damages the
So
brand.
you send,
It damages
you
the
send
brand.
Steve Emioic over to Bellator and he gets knocked out by Matt Mitrione. Everything's fucked. Like the world's over then.
Yeah, but we know in that heavyweight division that's a possibility.
Right.
I mean, look, we still got
That's
fucking
what I'm saying.
massive midsection's gonna fight Friday. And he has a chance of fucking advancing.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that I would not want to send my champ over either. Like, come on, let us fight your champ. No, pay me my motherfucking
But
money.
see, like Demetrius,
Give me a reason.
But like
let me make this my problem.
but like Demetrius Johnson, I'd send that motherfucker anywhere.
Because he's not going to lose.
No, he's not.
He can go fight Bellator's heavyweights and win. They're fine.
He wanted,
That'd be insane, yeah.
didn't he want to be a fucking what do you call that? A stand-in or a standby for the fucking?
No, not Demetrius. Rory did. So here's what you do: you take Demetrius Johnson, and then you get someone like a Daniel Cormier, right?
Right.
And you put them together, and he can just throw Demetrius at him. Right. And then you got a whole new sport right there. Yeah. It's like mixed martial arts and chicken fighting at the same time.
That'd be insane.
It's good times right there. Yeah. Chuck Liddell talking about making his return. He's on the Celebrity Big Brother show, apparently. I don't know. Is anybody watching that?
I think he already got voted off.
Oh, did he? Well, he was shadowboxing on there because he's Chuck Liddell and he's 48 and bored.
Yeah.
Probably has a little dementia, and he's walking around Big Brother house just punching shit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the house with him based on that reason.
He said he's just trying to keep in shape.
Yeah, sure. Until one morning he wakes up and you look like Randy Couture.
Yeah.
And then you get hit. You know, what the fuck did I was making breakfast, man? Thought you were Tito.
Yeah, right.
So he says, I can think about coming back to mixed martial arts. I'm not ruling it out at 48 years old. He said he might do this.
Right.
But he wants to fight Chael Sonnen.
For his warm-up.
But he really wants to fight Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
That's a huge one.
But he said Tito Ortiz refuses the fight. Doesn't want it.
Well, see, and again, from an inside source, I've heard that he's offered Tito even money outside of Bellator, like even a personal amount of money if he would just come back and do this fight.
Right. And aren't they all signed by Bellator right now?
Yeah.
So it could happen in Bellator.
Well, we don't know where Chuck's at. We know Chael is signed and Tito is
We're like
a Bellator.
Yeah, but Chuck's the
sure
only
he's
one
in
that's come
Bellator.
out and said, I'm trying to do this, right?
Right.
Neither one of those guys. For all we know, they're at home going, fuck this guy. I'm not. What?
It's going to be
No,
a money fight.
I think it's the same thing. These guys have got it. It's got to be a decent benefit package. It's got to.
He's elevated his game. He's
Yeah,
still got
I
to
know.
oversee
Yeah, but
the whole
like, what are we going to
package.
get to? Geriatric
Look how
fighting
disgusted
and shit?
Gary is.
Walkers and stuff?
Gary's
I
totally
don't-
disgusted.
I don't know.
The youngin, he don't know what the fuck happened.
Iceman was dope when he was Iceman. He got knocked the fuck out, couldn't win anything, and quit. And now if he comes back, he's not coming back as Chuck Liddell, the Iceman. He's coming back as Chuck Liddell, the old man.
The old man.
And the old man ain't gonna do what Iceman did.
No.
That guy blew me the fuck away. One time we were getting prepared for a UFC fight. We're buying some shit at Save Mart. This fucking dude comes in the alley or the aisle. And he says, "Hey man, what kind of you guys doing a UFC fight?" We said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh damn, what kind of chips you get?" He's getting the same chips. He's telling his wife, "Man, these guys are so dope. These guys are so dope." We said, "Hey man, who do you think's gonna win tonight?" He said, "Chuck Liddell." We said, Chuck Liddell? That guy's so fucking dope, he's not even fighting and he's gonna win? Like, that guy was so big a name. So big a name. This motherfucker threw it out because he had no fucking idea and didn't want to look
was even
stupid in front of his girlfriend. So he said, Chuck Liddell. Like, shit. But it would have worked if it was Chuck Liddell's fight. Back then, he was winning.
Did you step on his game or did you go, yeah, you're right, he's
Hey,
gonna
we
win?
gave it to him, bro. We were like, oh, you think, all right, man, cool, man. Like,
All right, good.
yeah, I'm
That's
not going to
good.
shit on him. He
That's
was
good.
probably trying to get something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
I'm
Conor
not
McGregor's
in-
winning this weekend. I know that.
Yeah.
That fight.
See,
man.
I've had that with Conor McGregor. They're like, oh, Conor McGregor's got it. I was like, oh, you're right. I'm like, that motherfucker ain't fought in fucking 8 months, bro.
And we had the counter up there. Shit, he's on
It's
like
400 some days.
he's pushing
It's,
5. Yeah.
This week it should be 465, I think, today.
So Tito got word of this from Chuck Liddell saying that.
I didn't know Tito responded.
Yeah,
didn't either.
Yeah, it said that, and he says, bullshit. I asked you to fight. The UFC said you couldn't fight. You're not allowed to fight, according to the UFC.
Oh, so this could happen. I didn't know he'd
Because they're all
responded.
saying no. No, he's saying that the UFC told Tito that Chuck is not medically cleared for any more fighting.
This is going to happen now.
Ever.
I'm going to win my bet with Dodge.
All right.
But even if it happens, man, it's like a fight on the internet. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter.
No, man,
I watched Kimbo Slice, Dad at 5,000. I watched it. I
some of
knew it
these
was
fights-
horrible.
Some of these fights we watched, like that one, he just
Yeah.
like, oh, these guys need to go sit down for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yo.
I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be a geriatric fight, bro. It's not gonna be fun.
Like Hoist
It's not
Gracie
gonna
and Ken
go.
Shamrock.
care.
Right,
and-
right.
yeah.
Like, there's a point where what are they gonna do? He comes back. Let's say Tito wins, right? Tito wins. There's money in it. Then what? There's a Tito Chuck 7 or whatever the fuck they're on now.
Sure.
Like shit.
No,
they're
that's
gonna
when
keep going.
we could actually have a Masters League in Bellator at this point.
Legends.
Let me go. Okay,
Legends.
Yeah.
at the point you're fighting olds versus olds, legends and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's what the Grand Prix half is.
We
anyway,
already had
so-
it. We had Ken against fucking Hoist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need that. We need that Legends League.
Get
But
a Walker match, right? In the
Yeah,
center of the ring.
yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Do you hang it? Do you hang it from the
Yeah,
ceiling?
you have to. Yeah.
Oh,
You
we've
have
already talked about it
At
before.
that point, you're borrowing all
They
that
have-
shit. You got the ladder. You got it all.
Might as well.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any of these old fuckers getting on the ladder. It's a really
It's an insurance thing.
like they can tag a ladder climber for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once they feel like they won, they can tag in some younger person. Go
Yeah.
get my fucking walker
CM
now.
Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk.
It'll be dope. It'll be dope.
He's the ladder climber.
Yeah.
That's what he's been fucking relegated to.
And this is all possible because we've already talked about it. They have wheelchair boxing.
What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Guys in wheelchairs boxing, dude.
Why
I gotta
Put him
look
in
this
the front,
shit up.
look it up,
Look it up. I'm looking it up. That's awesome.
Just put him in the front seat of a car, man, side by side.
Yeah, they're like, they just wheel each other and then pow, and then wheel back up.
like-
Pow. They fall over, the referee picks them back up.
It's more like wheelchair jousting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You just go as fast as you can and stick your fist out. That's all you got.
And they got to go side wheels to side wheel and then beat each other up. Because
Well-
if they go feet to, well, some of them don't have feet. But anyway, that's just how. I did not even time that as a joke. I was just visualizing
You tell
it.
me there's no wheelchair kickboxing?
Yeah, I'm stumped. I know that joke has no feet.
The joke's not going anywhere. It's got no legs.
Got no legs.
Okay, so a big special day today.
Somebody's 22nd birthday.
Not 22nd birthday, man. He ain't 22.
No, it's his 22nd anniversary.
22nd anniversary in the UFC. 22 years ago today, Bruce Buffer announced his very first fight.
Hell yeah.
February 16th, 1996.
That picture right there makes it sound like he would be like, "It is time."
To retire. No, it's not time to retire. We love Bruce Buffer. He was managing his fighter, Scott the Pitbull Ferozzo.
We don't have that graphic, Josh?
No.
Damn it.
This is something I pulled today. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
That's a good one.
But anyway, no, congratulations to Bruce Buffer.
Definitely.
For being in the UFC for that long.
You know what
Being-
really is iconic is the flag in the background. I wish
Yeah.
we could show that.
The
That's,
Ultiman?
Yeah, the Ultiman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was 1992? That was what, like, it was UFC 8. Jesus.
Yeah, me personally, I don't even get involved in this sport for another 8 years. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm proud to say that I was there. Not there.
Yeah, I was into football calling all you guys fags. I was like,
No, I was watching these when they came out on VHS like 6 months later. That's how I was watching all these.
Yeah.
We had a little hole-in-the-wall video store, and we go down there. We talk to Tom. Tom, you got any of those fighting movies?
Nice.
Yeah, we got a new one in today. Awesome. And then we go back and watch on the VHS, kids.
Right.
VHS.
Be kind. Rewind.
I don't know what VHS stands for
Hey,
anymore.
do you remember that?
Yeah.
People like Joe used
I
to
worked
have,
at Blockbuster, man.
He
Fuck
worked
you if you didn't rewind.
Yeah.
Right,
Assholes.
right. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Have a
He
whole
added
fucking-
$10 to your account if you didn't rewind.
Oh, I did.
He did. I
Yeah,
know.
I did. I was a dick.
Him and Johnny Chimpo.
So over to the PFL now, who's getting ready to start up their first official season this year. I think, what was it May or June?
I
Looking
haven't
at
heard
it.
anything official.
But John Fitch, one of their flag fighters, their premier fighters in the PFL, has bounced. He's out. Not sure if that's telling as to what's going on in the PFL, but
No, I heard that he had picked up a contract with somebody else. I think he got tired of waiting for these guys to do something.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many fighters have been waiting since last year to actually get a fight in? And the
know.
PFL keeps saying, "No, we're going to start. We're going to start. We're going to start." Well, these guys got to eat. They got to feed their
Right,
families.
right.
So Fitch is now back. He's heading over to Bellator.
So Fitch has done nothing for a year waiting on these guys?
Yep.
I feel it.
No, he fought at the end of last year, didn't he?
They didn't have anything at the end of last year.
That's like 2 months ago.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Just so you don't lose a bet.
They didn't have shit last year.
Because it was still World Series of Fighting in your eyes.
No, the last fight.
The last 4 fights.
But they didn't do them. They scrapped them.
No, they only scrapped one.
No, you're full of shit.
Okay.
I erased it all from my memory. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking
All
about.
right. So
even in
anyway,
there.
so Fitch is out. Then what happens?
So then we also have Will Brooks, who was released from the UFC, is now taking Fitch's place in the PFL. So it's not that bleak. It's not like they're not accepting new fighters, but like you said, probably John Fitch was just getting sick of sitting around because they got to eat, they got to fight, and they're speculating they're going to have the new season kicking off May, June, I think is what I've been hearing. So that means Will Brooks is not going to be sitting around too long waiting for a fight, whereas John Fitch has already been waiting
Right.
for a long time to get a fight in.
And then once they re-signed with NBC, I mean, they
for
knew
a whole year.
They knew that they had, but really, what is it? Only 6 fights are going to be on NBC, and then the rest of them are going to be on Facebook TV,
Something like that.
FaceTime.
Wow.
That's going to be on live FaceTime.
They're going to FaceTime you. You got to give them your phone
Random
number.
people.
They're like,
congrats.
You send in your number to PFL, and they just call you, and you watch it on FaceTime.
It's like one of those bots that like try to get you on the messenger. Like,
And this is
let me
the angle
FaceTime
you get. This is the angle you get. Some guy's just walking around with his phone, FaceTiming you.
You're like walking around with your phone talking to somebody, and all of a sudden you're forced to fucking watch it. Like, guess I'm stuck watching PFL for a while.
Go ahead and get mad, Sean. We'll Photoshop some shit.
Yeah. So his last fight was a win against Brian Foster, June 30th, 2017.
That was last year.
Yeah, it was. wasn't 2 months ago.
Okay.
Moving on from there. All right, I got Will Brooks.
Moving on.
UFC 221. I guess
Did
we're
you
going.
just channel dodge there? I did.
Yes, I
he
guess.
did.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know. UFC 221 went down over the weekend. It happened at Perth Arena in Perth, Australia. If you had the chance to watch it, it was in the future. Actually, having these guys fight early in the morning was fucking weird, man. Like they didn't have a full day to prep. They like woke up in the morning and then they had a couple hours and they had to go fight.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be weird.
It's because they have to appeal to our time zones. Because fuck everybody else. It's
all about the money.
We're Americans. We want our goddamn 7 o'clock start time.
Yeah.
Like it's bad enough when it's in America and we just fuck the East Coast. Like you guys can all stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching this shit.
Right.
But
How much
we
do you
wanted
wanna
it
see
7.
this?
But it's a lot different too. If you've ever been on the East Coast, them fuckers don't wake up till 9. They don't do no 6 o'clock shit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
They don't.
I've only been there a few times, and I sure as shit didn't get up at 6 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah. The East Coast does not wake like us.
I've been as far as Wyoming. I turned around.
Honestly, after Nevada, how could you tell the difference for where you were?
I didn't. I was chilling in a van. My grandparents were driving. I was 8. I was
just
like,
told them.
Yellowstone? Fuck yeah.
They just told him.
Yeah.
See this map, part of the map? That's where we're at.
It was probably West Side.
He's
I
all
don't-
tumbleweed, cactus, tumbleweed, cactus, tumbleweed, cactus.
Buffalo.
All right, so let's kick it off here with your Fight Pass preliminary card. You had welterweight Luke Jamu get a decision win over Daichi Abe. Jose Alberto Quinones decisioned Teruto Ishihara, and Ross Pearson decisioned Mizuto Hirota. And then jumping on from there to Fox Sports 1, where you get to see this live and for free. Javier Formiga got a technical submission, a rear naked
Poor
choke
Ben Nguyen, dude.
over Ben Nguyen. That was actually kinda
He
crazy
came in
to see.
heavily favored, and it just didn't work out.
And then went 9 nights, and then you had
Nice.
Hey, and guess what? The ref didn't even step in. He fucking went to sleep.
That's right.
That ref should have been called.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna let him die?
You just let him die.
Damn it, in a submission, you have to tap. If someone's beating their brains out, the ref's allowed to step in. He doesn't have to step in for a submission.
Yeah.
But he knew that he was gonna. You could die when you get choked, Joey.
You can die walking to fucking bathroom. Do you need a ref to hold your pee-pee?
Sometimes.
That's an option? It's an option? Sign up for that
You
shit?
can get Yamasaki, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he might drop it though.
They'll jump in and tape over.
No.
So you're on board with them? You think the referee should call fights when someone's getting their ass
They
beat?
don't stop submissions. They
I'm a
stop when your brains getting beat
hell
up.
of a big fan of, like, if he's beating my brains out or I'm beating his brains out and you said, hey, man, this is even street, right?
Right.
Even if he fucked me over in real life and I'm like, Joey, I gotta fuck you up, dude. There's a point where you can be like, hey, dude, hey, real shit, like, you're gonna murder this motherfucker. Like, you already fucked him up,
okay.
right? But also, if I'm choking him out and you're like, let him go, he's breathing, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, he's breathing. Like, let him go out.
He ain't dead yet.
Right? Like, come on.
No, they step in. They have to step in on beating the brains out.
Yeah.
Because people don't go to sleep. None
Well,
of them
I
go to
know.
sleep.
We put it out there, and social media overwhelmingly told me I was wrong.
There's that guy who was on The Ultimate Fighter season 3. I can't remember his name, but he couldn't stare at the camera because he had like non-vertical gaze nystagmus, and his eyes just bounced everywhere. And they showed the fight where it happened. The guy
No,
was
I
just
know.
punching his face into the fucking fence, and when he walked out of the ring, they had to walk him back up to the changing room, and the camera was on his face, and his eyes were fucking going everywhere, dude.
Damn.
And he can't control his eyes anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit that
I know.
happens when you get your brains beat out.
I got personal messaged.
yeah, but you want it. That's fine.
I did. They were like, "You really want fighters to die, Dennis?"
You got a personal message.
I was just like, "No, not really." just close to death.
Yeah,
It's close to death,
There's a
dude.
fine line.
There
dude.
is. Well, it is. Like when they say someone died instantly. I mean, it always died. You're alive. You're alive.
You're not.
And you're dead.
So you just want people to be able to beat like
Yeah.
third and fourth grade out of them.
It's like pregnant. You either are or you aren't. You can't be a little pregnant. You are
either
pregnant.
are or not. So
Yeah.
once they forget that Christopher Columbus existed, then okay, that's when we stop the fight.
But he killed everybody.
There was no ref because there was no goddamn
They
ref.
didn't stop the fight for Christopher Columbus.
If there would have been a fucking ref,
You know what
would've
kind of
been
guns?
different.
You know what kind of guns Christopher Columbus had?
We are not doing that. Alexander Volkanovski got a TKO over Jeremy Kennedy, and Israel Adesanya, whatever, got a TKO over Rob Wilkinson. Dong Hun Kim never bet against the Dong, got a split decision over Damian Brown.
Yeah, but he got beat. Both those guys are beating the shit out of each
Dong
other.
always gets beat, but then he usually wins. It's all good.
He beat the donger till he spits.
Your main card, UFC 221, Tyson Pedro got a submission Kimura over Saparbek, Safarov. Then you have Jake Matthews, got a decision win over Li Jingliang. That sucks, but
Not for me. That's
well, Jingliang was heavily favored too going into that fight,
Yep.
and he didn't get the win.
You picked him, yeah?
I think, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was 3-2 on this one. Tai Tayavusa got a TKO. This guy punches like a motherfucker. We're gonna see some stuff out of this
I
dude.
still don't know why I took Asker. Once he
Cyril
got in the
Asker?
ring, I was lost. I was like, I started looking at all my stuff. I was like, why did I pick
Why did I
him?
pick this dude?
And then when he got beat up, I was like, why?
Actually, he got hit at one point, and then he looked at the ref like, "Hey, he just hit me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still standing. Keep
Like he
fighting.
didn't know it was real.
And I like that he laid on the ground until the ref called it, and then he tried to get up. He was like, "No, I was going to continue." It's like,
fuck
no, dude,
that. No, you were getting your ass handed.
Yeah,
like you owed him money.
Yeah, he did.
You owed him whatever they use for money in the Outback. I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude.
And then he got out of the ring and went and did his shoey.
Yeah, he did a shoey. Was that
Which
just
you
a-
have to do.
Was that like a fan
You have
shoe?
to. I think it was. I think it was a fan shoe. Real shit. You do this, right? You do this.
I do this. I don't do this.
Fan shoe? I do
do
all
the
day
fan
long.
shoe?
If I'm in your country and this is what your
well, then
country
you have to.
does,
You have to do that.
and you bust your shoe out and pour me a beer, I'm chugging the fuck out of
Oh,
it.
so somebody gave him their shoe? I thought he was
Yeah.
like, "Give me your shoe."
No,
like, Mike, these are the
they
new
were
Jordans.
like,
"These
it
are the
was-
brand new Jordans."
It was
man.
like a victory shoe. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like,
But what if you get, like, fucking-
And he's like, "Ah."
Nice.
Yeah, but then you end up
And then
with
he chucks it
athlete's
like-
tongue.
You get athlete's tongue.
Yeah, athlete's tongue. You got to throw tough acting, tenactin on your shit.
I'm doing it.
You don't
I'm
gargle
doing
with
it.
Tenactin? Not gargle
Look
with
at these
Tenactin all the
people. These people are eating him up. They love
yeah,
him.
they love it.
They love him.
He's a national hero now. They're gonna give him all the kangaroos he wants.
Skinny Patrick Stewart, cancer Patrick Stewart over here. He might not be happy about the fucking shoe, but they're all happy. They're
Professor X is bummed out.
right.
Tayavusa is gonna go make boomerangs and shit. Curtis Blades
I
got
wonder if that was Bailey's. Bailey's out of a boot.
Bailey's out of a boot. What are they drinking on a show? It's just
It's an
Foster's.
Adidas, man. You can't drink Bailey's out of an Adidas.
What do you drink out of an Adidas?
Foster's.
Jameson?
Foster's, man.
Foster's?
I mean, in Australia, yeah, it's gotta
Okay.
be
You're
Foster's.
drinking a Foster's.
No,
but
I
they-
thought you put liquor.
Foster's isn't even an Australian beer.
You're not an Australian beer.
Well, and Adidas ain't Australian either.
What are you trying to tell me that the commercial lies when it says Foster's is Australian for beer?
Do you know what kind of metal Foster's cans are made of?
Curtis Blades got a decision win over Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt looked like he got beat in his Instagram post.
Okay,
but-
so in my living room that night, the guy says the blueprint's already on the floor of how to beat Hunt, and he pretty much described what Blades was going to do after the second. He's like, Blades is going to try to fight him in the first. He goes, but when he comes out in the second, he's just going to pick him up and throw him on the ground, pick him up and throw him.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
If
He said
Blades
he said
actually-
that Brock Lesnar's the one that actually put this game plan together, and that's how he beat Hunt. And then
There's no way Brock Lesnar put that game plan together. That's always been the game plan. You know what his kryptonite is? Is a fucking Kimura. If you know how to do a Kimura, I could beat Mark Hunt if I knew how to do a Kimura.
okay.
What? I'm fat. I'm also a heavyweight. Let's do it. I'll Kimura the shit out of
No,
Mark
I
Hunt.
thought you said you're a light heavyweight.
I'm a fucking fat heavyweight. I am not. I'm a 5'8" heavyweight. That is not good for the division at all.
It's like a 200-pound dachshund fighting a fucking 265-pound Rottweiler.
200-pound Dotson can't even walk, man. He's got to roll it in.
Skateboards. Yeah, they work well.
Your main event, Yoel Romero knocked the brains out of Luke Rockhold in the third round at a minute 48. Romero came in heavy, though, at 187.7 pounds. Therefore, not eligible for the interim champion. So Dana got to take the belt that he was sitting next to the entire night and just walk home with it. I have no idea what happens. It goes next to the UFC 5 belt now. Another unclaimed belt.
And he gave up 30% of his money.
30% of his money.
That's the killer, man.
That sucks.
3 pounds? 3 pounds
but
for
not really.
30%?
But still, think about it. He made, what, $800,000 on this fight. So then he walks away with $500,000.
Sure.
But I mean, he's still in contention. He's the contender for the fight.
Right. But check it out. If they said, "Hey, man, take one more shit and we'll give you a fucking Lambo,"
No, his leg.
I'd be like, "I'm taking a shit, maybe 2 shits. Can I get 2 Lambos?"
Hey, the
right?
the
Like,
Xbox?
fuck, right?
Hey, the
Fuck.
reason he couldn't drop weight is there was something wrong with his leg before the fight. When he weighed in the second time, did you see how he come off the grandstand? He didn't plant that right leg. He used the things, the rails, and walked off. His leg was fucked up the whole time.
Well, he's fighting with a permanent injury at this point in time. He's permanently injured.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Yeah. He got injured in a fight a while back, and he's just basically
It's never gonna heal.
now.
But he's dope.
But he's
hella dope.
But he's dope. He doesn't
Yeah.
care, and he punches people in the face and puts them to sleep.
Yeah, crazy.
Right. So, what do you think about Dana saying that he was okay that him not making weight because he took the weight? He took the fight on late
He
notice.
took the fight on 4 weeks' notice, so he didn't get a full camp in either.
but still,
so it was kind of
I'm
expected.
mad as hell about 3 fucking pounds.
Bro, when I was in
if you were,
7th
what,
grade, I
Rocco?
got a buddy who
Yeah.
wrestled and could drop 3 pounds in one period by
here's-
chewing Skittles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's the thing, though, is that Luke Rockhold obviously wanted the fight because he wanted the shot at that belt. He thought he wanted the fight because he thought he could win the fight too.
Exactly.
And he also took the fight because even on 4 weeks' notice, I'm sure Yoel's camp was like, no, we'll make the weight, knowing full well it was going to be difficult to do.
Right. Sure.
So they both wanted to get their paydays. I'm sure Luke Rockhold's pissed now because he did lose the fight. But at the time when he took the fight, he thought he was going to win. He had no question in his mind that he was going to win. He was going to outpoint him and get the belt and walk away from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he could be mad that he got knocked out, but he shouldn't be mad about the whole weigh-in scenario because it was a 4-week camp.
I don't know. Like I said, I think it should be an asterisk.
Asterisk.
if we can do it in one sport, fuck, throw it to them all.
I like it.
Right?
I want a bunch of asterisks all over the place. We have Bellator, I think
You
190.
mentioned him trying to make out with him after?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
That tripped me out.
So he he stands up Luke Rockhold and then he gives him a hug and a huge kiss on the cheek.
I love you, Rockhold.
I love you, Rockhold.
I love you.
I love you, man.
And live, no one gave a fuck. So me and my little brother Colton were watching this, and all of a sudden, Homeboy's kissing, and we're like, "What? He's kissing him?" And everyone's going on like it's good.
I don't think
I'm like, I haven't seen a couple
Not
UFCs.
Rockhold because he's not awake.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
you don't
Hey, that is date rape at like the highest level.
Okay, yeah, I feel you. Bill Cosby right here.
See, that's the thing is that we've seen Rockhold we've seen him fucking embrace somebody before.
Yeah.
Or not Rockhold, but Romero. But because Rockhold is completely out of it and looks like he's saying,
Yeah,
"No, Daddy."
that is
no,
not
Daddy."
consensual.
No,
But
that's
in all reality, he's from Cuba.
Right.
And maybe in Cuba they do that shit. The first time I was a little ass kid, I watched the Olympic skaters kissing each other on the cheeks. I
Yeah.
thought, what the shit
No,
is
like I said,
that?
we've seen Romero embrace people before. It's Rockhold's expression that makes it look like
You
Uncle Tom's
uncultured
bourbon breath.
Americans.
I feel it.
Not again.
Well, that's just like when they come to America and they see our houses on trailer wheels and shit. They probably freak out too.
What? How is it? How is that? What? All right, so we got Bellator 194 is going down. I believe is this tonight?
Yeah, it's happening
Wait.
tonight.
We just skipped the fact that he's a Ralph Polo model or something. What?
Oh, that's right, the Ralph Lauren model. Huh? I don't have that link up here.
You don't
I
have
had
the
it.
link?
That's,
You had
that's
it?
weird. It's gone now.
So anyway, Luke
Insane.
Rockhold,
He's now the new face of Polo.
he is a face of Polo.
He's a face of Polo.
Yeah, Polo has many faces.
So where the Photoshop?
The many faces of Polo.
where the Photoshops of Romero kissing him in every one of his polo ads? It's like,
Oh, what
That's
they
to
should
come.
do,
That's
what they
to
should
come.
do is Romero do a commercial when I kiss a man.
when I kiss him.
I love him to be in polo. I love the polo.
I love the polo. This is
Not pollo. I do love pollo. Pollo's good, but polo. I love the smell of
Who
polo.
loves the polo? Jesus loves the polo.
yeah. You know what I put on when I want to attract a
You know what's
Cuban
good on
mixed martial artist?
Cheez-Its? Pollo.
Jesus.
Pollo on Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
That's
Polo.
good.
What's it
Polo.
called? It's
Marco. Polo.
Men's fragrance though, so that's good.
well, he's attracting men. It works fine. He attracted Yoel
He
Romero.
definitely did.
They made a baby in that octagon. I don't care what you say.
I don't doubt it. I seen it.
That's the ugliest baby ever.
How can you say that? Look at that man.
He's no Bill Brodsky.
The baby's going to be a polo model too.
Okay.
The many faces of polo. Taiwan Claxton is taking on Jose Antonio Perez in Bellator 194 going down tonight, so make sure you check that out. Heather Hardy also making her, this is another, is this her second fight?
I know.
Bellator?
I know we don't have the picture, but why does she take the weigh-ins in that weird-looking leotard thing?
I don't know, she's being like one of the, what's that music video from the 80s? They all dress the same. The red lipstick.
The lights are on,
Yeah.
but you're not home.
I think that's what it is. It's supposed to be- I think it's a callback to that. Anyway, Heather Hardy, she was wearing her high-waisted black bathing suit and her red lipstick and her glasses, her signature weigh-in look. She weighed in at 126 and a quarter pounds. And apparently, she sat down, did an interview, and after the interview was over, an hour later, it'd been an hour, they came up and told her that she was losing 30% of her purse because she was a quarter pound overweight. So the problem here is that she.
But it was only an hour. How come they didn't? You got 2 hours to lose weight.
That's the thing is that they told her that, and she was upset because she was told 126 and a quarter, and the fight was still happening, but she wasn't told anything about being allowed to go and try to cut the quarter pound off. She wasn't allowed to strip her bathing suit and take her glasses off. None of that stuff. Well, apparently the person who was in charge of the commission at the weigh-ins here said that he did a visual check on her and decided that she couldn't lose that quarter pound and be healthy about it. So if he was gonna, if she was
I
going
gave her a visual ocular pat down.
But hey, real shit. How
Is
many
his name
people have
Robert
got butt
Mueller?
ass naked in this event?
Yeah.
right?
Mueller.
That's what's so weird about it. So the guy who was in charge of the weigh-ins here didn't give her the opportunity to strip, which he should have done, because he's saying there was no way she could have cut the quarter pound and been healthy about it. He would have called the fight off.
I get it if he didn't want to just like straight out now be like, bitch, pull your pants off. That's kind of fucking weird.
No,
but if you're not going to give her the chance to get naked like every other fucking dude has.
No, he fucked up. I think he fucked up.
Yeah.
He didn't realize he fucked
Or
up.
let her stretch a towel across that she could put her hand
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Like, that never happened.
That never happens.
So they're upset. Their camp is obviously very upset because they just lost 30% of their fight. And the guy, I think he's just covering his ass, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He screwed up and didn't
Well,
let her
he
do
didn't
it.
want to cover her ass. That's why he wouldn't let her get naked.
So they did pull that 30%, or is anyone?
They told her, yeah, she's going to lose 30%.
Yeah, I think that they're going to try to contest it, but for the time being, she was a quarter pound overweight and lost 30%.
And the other fighter could be cool and say, look, I'll take the money, but when we get home, I'll send you the other money.
Nobody's
That
cool with money.
doesn't happen.
Nobody's cool with money.
If the other
I
fighter,
don't give a fuck who's cool or not. That doesn't happen.
Nobody's cool with money like that,
Right?
man.
in my world, that shit happens all the
There's
time.
a
Okay,
fucking-
well, when we fight, if you're overweight, I'll give you your 30% back. I got you. I love you, bro.
Alright, sweet.
It doesn't happen in the real world.
There's a game show. There's a game show in the UK where it comes down to where like there's two people and like it's like either I forget exactly how it works, but they can either split the money or one person can take all of it and the other one gets nothing, and they have to agree to.
Oh, and it could be a group of people. I've seen that one.
Yeah, there was one where it came down to like two people, and it was like, I'm gonna, I'll split it with you. Like, will you split it with me? Yeah, they agreed they were gonna split it and everything. And the guy was talking about, I guess, to take care of his daughter's tuition and stuff. And this woman just baited him the entire time, all the way up until it was just the two of them. Yeah, we're a team. And like, then she was like, nope, taking it all. Go fuck yourself. Dude was crying on national TV, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's that nice.
Her name was Hillary Clinton.
I've seen some of those MTV shows.
Shady.
Right?
Shady.
Ass Hillary Clinton. No, even those MTV shows like where the Miz was on them and shit. My wife loves that shit. So we would watch all the challenges, right? I never watched the actual drama show, but the challenges, why not? And it killed me because like those guys, it was the most insane shit. I don't see how like in reality they were fucking each other the whole time and lying to each other the whole time. And it's one of those things where when this is over, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't give a fuck if this is MTV. You literally came to me and said, hey, bro, Jeremy, let's and then there's 300 grand and we'll split it. And I'm thinking, Lamborghini? Fuck yeah. And then you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, go
Okay,
fuck yourself.
afterwards, you're still alive somewhere for a second, and then I'm gonna fucking find you. Yeah, like
We're digging a fucking
yeah,
ditch.
I don't give a fuck if my 20,000 I got is spent on travel fees to come fucking beat your ass with an oversized fucking clown shoe. I'm beating the fuck out of you because my motherfucking money was taken for you. Like, nah.
No, that's like Dodge and I were going to start a weight loss challenge after next week, and he was like, he threw out some numbers, and I was like, no, because we're not not friends anymore with those numbers. Like, here's the thing: is like, because I wouldn't feel comfortable. There was a number he threw out there. I'm like, I wouldn't be comfortable taking that money from you because we're friends. But if I gave you that money, we wouldn't be friends anymore either.
Right?
Like,
If you
it's
took it
fucking-
from me,
it's over.
yeah.
Like,
if I gotta explain to my kids why they're not eating.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I'm lost. Here's the money we bet. Or you're really taking it? Fuck you, man.
Right.
I will
I
never.
thought we were friends.
Yeah, either that, or I'm not going to give you the fucking money, and we're not going to be friends for that reason.
Right.
No.
Are you guys doing total pounds or percentages?
Percentage.
Oh, all right.
Percentage. It has to be percentage.
No, we
That's
should
how
do
it's
total
fair.
pounds.
No, fuck that. It's got to be percentage. It's the only way it's fair.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with the Heather Hardy fight up against Anna Julayton. Liam McGreary is going up against Vadim Nemkov, and then you have Patrick Frary taking on Derek Campos, and now we're in the second match of the Grand Prix, which is Matt Mitrione taking on Roy Nelson tonight. And what's weird about this is that King Mo, who is in the Grand Prix, is actually going to be cornering Roy Nelson when they could face each other later in this Grand Prix.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it?
I
Well,
like it.
we've already said from the beginning of this whole tournament is real friendly. These guys, like even the last one, Shale and Rampage had that side bet about taking to the ground, right?
Yeah.
And then so Rampage lost. He got thrown to the ground 3 times. He
Did he
wrote a
actually
check.
pay?
He wrote the check, but like
Did
Shale
he?
said, I just want the check. I'm not going to cash it.
Right.
But again,
Yeah, not like the bet between me and Dodge, where he would take that money.
That
yeah.
money's in the bank.
oh yeah.
That money ain't in the bank.
Hey,
He's gonna go
Dodge-
spend it on stupid shit and throw it in my face. He's gonna be like, "Hey, look what I bought with your $300 bucks.
Right.
I got the fucking GI Joe aircraft carrier."
No.
I got the same pub T-shirt.
Yeah.
Just to spend your money.
Yeah. No. Dodge's
Just so
business.
your kids couldn't
Dodge's
eat.
business.
Dodge's business.
Yeah, no,
That's good.
Yeah.
good.
Don't get upset. Dodge's business.
But he wouldn't bet for $10, so we had to come to some kind of conclusion. All right, and then we also have on Sunday. We're hopefully going to be doing a fight pass for this. That is.
Hey, real quick, you guys
fight
know that we're
companion?
in a tattoo and body piercing studio.
Yeah.
Bets can always be for tattoos or body piercing.
I can't go that route, bro.
Okay, just
not
know
with
that.
these twisted motherfuckers.
and me and Salpino, between us, we will fucking do anything.
Oh yeah, dude.
We
no,
got you.
Someone's belly button will be a cat's asshole.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Yeah, Joey would be like, "You gotta get an octopus on your taint." Like, no, I'm not.
No, your belly button would just be a cat's asshole. That's exactly what it would be, man. Be perfect.
No way.
Or you get the spread legs right here where your armpit is, right?
I like the tainted puss.
The tainted puss.
No, but I
You
am.
like tainted puss?
Yeah.
And he said it.
What are you paying for, man? Jesus Christ, man. You're going to the wrong massage parlors.
I am thinking about getting our logo on the shoulder, though.
Are you?
Yeah. I had asked him about if we could do it while the show's going on.
Nice.
We should do it during one of the fight
companions?
companions. Yeah.
Companion?
Yeah, because we're probably going to be bored for most of that.
Not really. Have you? I mean, as long as Josh is here, we'll all have something to talk about.
Hillary Clinton. So UFC Ultimate Fight
Science!
Night 126 is going down this Sunday night, by the way, not Saturday, but Sunday night. It's happening in Austin, Texas. And let's go ahead and jump into the fights here with Oscar Pichota taking on Tim Williams and Alex Morono taking on Josh Berkman on the Fight Pass cards. Going from there to Fox Sports 1 where the rest of the fights are taking place. Sarah Moraes is taking on Lucy Podoliva. And Roberto Sanchez goes up against Javi Sanchez. And Brian Camozzi takes on Jeffrey Neal. Jared Gordon goes up against Carlos Diego Ferreira. And that's all the prelim card. Your main card kicks off with Super Sage Northcutt taking on Thibault Guti. I'm never betting on Sage again, so.
No. He's gonna get a bad case of gout from Gouty.
From Gowdy.
Theodis Gouty.
Steven Peterson taking on Brandon Davis.
Neither one can click on him.
You can't click on either one of them.
We're
And
gonna
Sage
flip a
Northcutt's below
coin.
them.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Thiago Alves is taking on Curtis Melender.
I think I'm taking Melender on that one.
I'll go Alves.
Alves is getting up there, man.
All right.
I like him though. I've
Yeah, I
always
really do.
liked him.
Oh, yeah, I've always been a fan.
Always. I've always thought, man, this guy's fucking crazy. A little bit different. You know what I'm saying? A little bit unorthodox, but also like not.
And those fucking
so it was
knees
like,
he throws. His knees are
yeah,
insane.
yeah. I like him.
I have a hard time picking Thiago on this one. I've been a big fan of actually because I got to meet him once, so I became a fan. You know?
Oh,
He
I
was a
feel
super
it.
nice guy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he back in the day, he was one of those guys where he's like he's one of the futures of the sport. And then he became kind of a gatekeeper for a little bit, and here we are. He's still fighting, so that's cool. You know,
See,
we'll
I'm just going. A lot of people I bought weed from were named Curtis, so
So you like that or you don't like that?
yeah, I'm taking Curtis.
Oh, okay, for
I'm taking
sure.
Curtis.
you gotta take the local dealer.
I was gonna say,
man.
like, who the hell you buying weed from?
Yeah, it was Curtis or Fat Brian, and we've never had a Fat Brian working.
I would never put money on Fat Brian
No.
in a fight.
Yeah.
Just Fat
Isn't
Brian.
Roy Nelson basically fat?
Yeah,
Brian?
he is. And Roy Willie Nelson's insane. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
speaking of which, we didn't ask. Who do you guys have in that fight tonight for round 2 or the second fight?
I got Roy.
You got Roy?
Yeah.
I'm going Roy.
I'm going Mitrione.
Yeah,
Are you?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, Mitrione's dope. I just like Roy because when he won the Ultimate Fighter and he was just on his come up, I was like, man, this fat bastard. I love this
No, I
fat
love him.
bastard.
He's great.
It's a massive midsection.
I love him for that too. I just
Even in UFC the game, he was a big fat bastard. It was insane.
I don't see
You in
Mitrione
my
getting
belly.
submitted, but I do see Roy getting TKO'd.
Sure,
That's how
I
I,
can
see
see
it.
that,
That's how I
sure.
see it going.
Yeah.
You got James Vick taking on Francisco Trinaldo, and Derek the Black Beast Lewis taking on Marcin Tybura. Any bets on that one?
Hey, Dad's watching.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, Brandon's watching.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
We already fucked up.
We already
Dodge.
fucked up a bunch of stuff, Brandon. Sorry.
Every name possible. They asked me a question about a fighter's record, and I had no idea.
It's Josh's fault. He brought politics into the room.
just made shit
Could you
up.
believe that?
Something about alloy metals.
Adamantium. It was adamantium. So I got Derek Lewis in this fight.
What?
Derek Lewis.
Oh,
Beast.
Derek? Okay.
Yeah, you?
I think I took Tabura.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go Lewis because Joey's got a better record than Dennis.
Don't jinx me, man. I'm having a good year.
You guys equaled it out 3-2 last.
We were 3-2 last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donald Cerrone up against Yancy Medeiros for your main event. I hate betting against the Cowboy. And I can't remember who I picked, actually. I don't remember now.
I took Yancey.
Did we do fight picks for this one?
Yeah.
I can't remember who I picked.
You probably said left again.
I did not.
That
Give me the
one.
left.
Hey,
time.
and telepathically, I did pick Eric. Me and Eric were,
Really?
yeah.
Nice.
And they were real picks, Eric. Dodge just didn't copy what you picked. I really picked those picks.
I always want to see Cowboy do good. He says he wants to fight 4 times this year. He has no signs of slowing down. But I think that changes too with Cowboy if he wins or loses this fight. If he loses this fight, he might reevaluate.
Well, he just goes up and down. I mean, you don't know who you're going to get in the ring that day. But then again, I mean, that's MMA.
He's a gatekeeper, though.
We don't know
and
who's coming in
He's
and
a
out.
very entertaining fighter. And he's a gatekeeper, and I don't mind him being in that position. He always brings it to the cage. He always leaves everything behind.
What up, Pixels?
And
Pixels
he's a
in the house.
great main event to have for this free event. So good deal. That's this Sunday. Join us. Hopefully, we're gonna have the fight companion. I don't know how we're gonna broadcast it.
It's
but
going to
we'll
be,
figure it out.
maybe YouTube, because the problem with Facebook is after an hour, we won't have a copy of it.
Okay.
So YouTube, I think,
we're under an hour right now, right?
Yeah, but we can record it, so we might do the Facebook. I don't know. We're gonna look more into it, and we'll flip some coins before it happens.
So just follow our updates.
Oh,
and,
did
hopefully-
this just ended actually?
I already did that.
Oh
once.
no.
It's good.
It's weird. It's still going, but
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so that's it. Big thanks for listening. Of course, watch the fights this weekend if you get the opportunity. Thanks to our sponsors, StrongboardBalance.com. Change
Get
the
a
way you
shirt.
work out. Get on board, StrongboardBalance.com. Shirt Sickle, go find one of our 3 classic shirts up there and enjoy.
We should be having a big name fighter who's going to be fighting soon, come out with one of our shirts.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's paid for.
Yeah.
Jeremy tried the Strongboard, did not like it.
Not a fan.
Yeah, Dodge. We tried to get
Not a fan.
Not that he didn't like it, Strongboard. He just couldn't make it past 3 minutes.
I actually gave it like 13 seconds and said, fuck this. Who the fuck does this? They said Dodge, and I said, oh, yeah. I'm going to kick it under the fucking thing for Dodge.
And Dependable Solutions, if you're looking for a new way to take credit cards, if you already take credit cards, or if you don't take credit cards for your business and want to, check them out. They'll innovate your business. They'll give you a great deal. Dependable Solutions. Find it at us at SD_MMA on Twitter and Instagram. Split Decision MMA Podcast on Facebook. SplitDecisionMMA.com online. And of course, follow us on iHeartRadio. From the SinCal Studios, Jeremy, thank you so much for being on the show this time around.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
He's responsible for us being here, so awesome to have him in here. And
And it did end.
it's Bueller and Dennis saying have a good night. See you at the fights.
Later.
Later.
We haven't got an hour yet.
No, I know. I don't know what happened.